Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Talbak and we are here with the first cast of Tournament 8. Spawning in the bottom left hand corner. He is first place in his Silver League. He is 304 wins over 301 losses. And in the tournament at this point in time, he is 1 win, 1 loss. So we have KapnKaos. And in the top right hand corner, he is first place in his gold ladder with 430 wins over 389 losses. And at this point in the tournament, he is 2-0. And this is Hatfarm. So we are on Zelnagar Caverns and PvP. I know there's some discussion on my forums there about casting PvPs that are boring and whatnot. But let's see if these two can prove me wrong, because I'm not the biggest fan of PvP, but I am a good fan of KapnKaos and Hatfarm, so hopefully they can pull out some interesting stuff for us. Bring up the production tab. Probes crossing paths here. I think it's in PvP. It definitely helps to have the scout, or to scout often and as much as possible of your opponent, so you can try and get out the counters necessary. If he starts going Void Rays, you definitely don't want to go Colossus. Just little things like that is going to help you win the game. I've heard Tasis and Artosis put it as the person who wins is the person who has the least amount of mistakes. I don't think that. I think it's more the person who wins is just the better player of the match, which I guess in the end means the same thing, but right now, not so much. It's KapnKaos going for the gateway and double gas, and we look over at Hatfarm. He's only going for single gas. So maybe in a couple more zealots rather than yuck, another PvP. Yeah, well, we knew that was going to happen. In this tournament, we did have, I think, 50% of the players were Protoss, leaving us with about 12. Because yeah, we went with 24, so 12 players did play as Protoss. We had like 6 Terran and 4 or 5 Zerg. KapnKaos taking a whole bunch of workers off the line, I'm guessing to scare away that, or take out that that scout probe or whatnot. So another cybernetics core going down in a second gateway, so possibly a 4 gateway push from KapnKaos. Not a bad opener in PvP. If we look at Hatfarm, he's got his cybernetics core down. Still only mining 1 gas, so not a gas heavy build. As I was thinking, maybe going mass zealots off the bat. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see what he decides to do here. Just take a moment to talk about the tournaments. I want to thank everyone wholeheartedly for coming out to Tournament 8. Oh, KapnKaos going for the Robo Bay, so not a 4-gate at all. So some Immortals maybe, and then some Colossus afterwards if you can transition into it. Yeah, but anyway, thanks for coming out to the tournament, and it was, in my opinion, a great success. I had a lot of fun. I hope everyone else did. And if you're new to TNB, our forums, to my channel, to anything, come on out. We're trying to host as many events as we possibly can. I know there's a couple players on the forums hosting their own now, which is great. I definitely encourage that as much as possible. Keep the community alive, this gold and below community, which we want to get going. Spread the word while you're playing. Just mention to the person you're playing against. Good chances are he is gold and below. If you're gold and below, right? And tell him to come out and check us out. Tell your friends. Tell anyone. So, the observer coming out for KapnKaos is going to help him decide what to go. He is just now getting warp gate technology. He's a little behind Hatfarm here, as Hatfarm's is almost done. I think he's chrono boosting it out a little bit too. But Hatfarm, if we go to the units, has 2 stalkers. Sorry, has 2 stalkers and a zealot over KapnKaos's 2 stalkers. So we're pretty much dead even there. Now the sentry as well for Hatfarm. Why did I forget his name for a moment there? I don't know. And there's the warp gate technology. It is done, and he is going for his own Robo Bay now. So both players going for similar builds. The observer on its way out is going to be able to spot this. KapnKaos is going to know exactly what's going on. He's going to see the triple gateways with the robotics facility and the forge now being built. Upgrades in PvP, I think, are so important, especially when you're going gateway units. If you get just the attack upgrade, just that single attack upgrade on your opponent, you're going to win most battles that are even or slightly favored to the opponent in numbers. That's all it takes is 100 gas, 100 minerals, and you could build maybe 3 less stalkers and still win. With some good micro and whatnot, but KapnKaos is retaliating with his own forge and quickly starting the ground weapons level 1 research, which Hatfarm has not done at all yet. So we'll see how this turns out for him. KapnKaos has spotted this. He does know that the Hatfarm is pushing out with his units, but is also, while pushing out, I love this, going for the Nexus, get that map control, and then grab your natural expansion. So taking out the vision from KapnKaos by going to both of these Xel'Naga watchtowers, opting to just sit here, hold tight, and let his Nexus build up. Not a bad move right now. KapnKaos getting a little bit of a photon cannon there to help protect his ramp. But he does have the Immortal, which is going to help him out a lot. And now has a Twilight Council on the way. Where is it? There it is. Some Blink Stalkers, some Charge Lots, maybe even transition into DTs or HTs. I want to see some HTs, actually. I love Storms. And now Hatfarm grabbing his ground level weapons level 1. Did I say ground level weapons level 1? That doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't matter. He got his own photon cannon to protect his ramp. Why not? I would have put it down here, maybe close to this. It protects the ramp going up and protects your natural a little bit. But you know, I'm not a pro player like these guys. Oh wait, sorry. That was a little nasty. KapnKaos has pushed out with his Stalkers and Immortals. No Zealots in his army at all, and no Sentries. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's 2 Sentries. Hopefully use them for Guardian Shields to soften up some of the damage coming from Hatfarm. He should push out before this ground weapons level 1 finishes for Hatfarm. That'll really help, or it will help him out quite a bit to be that much further ahead. But this Immortal is just going to do so much damage, which with the upgrade at 55 damage versus the Stalkers, as they are armored. 3-shot in Stalkers, that can't hurt you at all. So these 2 armies are now attacking one another. The Guardian Shields going up for KapnKaos. He did have an awesome concave at the beginning, but these force fields took it away. So some awesome micro there from Hatfarm, warping a couple of quick units there to reinforce his army. But KapnKaos is pushing up this, focusing down this Immortal. There it goes. That's going to help him out a bit. I think KapnKaos is going to come out on top here, but this reinforcing Immortal has come, which is going to make KapnKaos pull out and run back to his base. So the exchange going in KapnKaos's favor, or sorry, in Hatfarm's favor. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Dropping a couple photon cannons at the front of his natural, and now KapnKaos just now getting his natural. Going for weapons level 2 now, as he probably noticed that Hatfarm has his own weapons upgrade done. Wow, stuttering like a madman now. And you always want to be just that one step ahead of your opponent. Saving up a lot of chrono boost in his Nexus is here for no apparent reason, but is now moving out. Is he going to stop here at the gold and try and take out the rocks to push out there? No. Photon cannon popped up and took out that sentry. Moving by the Xel'Naga watchtower, taking a peek at what his opponent is doing, waiting for the reinforcing units to come down. It does look like KapnKaos does have a decent sized army of his own in wait. 3 gates and a Robo Bay, a second Immortal on the field. That'll help him out quite a bit against his opponent's single Immortal. Yeah, I do have the health bars up. Tell me what you guys think. Should I keep those on, or when I'm casting, should I get rid of them? Do you like seeing them? Do you hate seeing them? I enjoy seeing it, because usually you just mouse over I don't have to mouse over buildings, right? I can come here, I can see the Robo Bay is making something. I can see the Nexus has a lot of energy and is pumping out something or another, which can only be probes. You can see the Forge is researching, and the Twilight Council is getting blink. I know you can look at the animation of it. I mean, the Robo Bay is so obvious. They're all pretty obvious when they're actually doing something, but, you know, I don't know. Just nice to see for me. KapnKaos repositioning his army off to the right-hand side here. Is Hatfarm going to play into his hand? Is he going to come down this side? No. And what died there? I believe that was an observer. Yeah, because he has the observer of his own there, so he was able to take that site away from Hatfarm. Hatfarm reinforcing his own army with a couple zealots and an immortal. Those zealots would be a great complement to his army composition at the moment, but they're engaging right now. KapnKaos caught out of position as his units were not all together. This is going to be GG, I think, right here. Hatfarm has so many stalkers compared to KapnKaos. His dual immortals aren't going to save him much here, as his opponent does have the reciprocal back. Down goes KapnKaos' army now. It's just a matter of time. Is he going to be able to reinforce? KapnKaos should stay in his... Just let this base die. Save some probes, though. Run them away. Run them on the other side of the trees here so that Hatfarm cannot see them. And down goes the Nexus and all the probes. Oh, just get slaughtered. KapnKaos on his main, pumping out a lot of things, chrono boosting out another immortal, warping in a couple stalkers. It's not, I don't know if this is going to be enough. He needs to really pull something out of his hat. He could use these sentries to wall off the ramp here, giving him extra time. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? Come on, throw the shields down. Another one, another one. Oh, I don't know if that was enough. He didn't separate enough of those immortals back. He needed to just get a couple stalkers in there. No, not these immortals, because immortal on immortal 2 is not the greatest of matchups when you could be murdering his stalkers with yours. And down goes KapnKaos. Yeah, there's the GG. So, all in all, not a bad PvP. It didn't end up into War of the Worlds like it usually does. So, good game for both players, I think. KapnKaos played well, just was outmassed. The economy of Hatfarm was just that much further ahead. KapnKaos did have the upgrades on him, but when you're bringing the dough that fast, I don't know, you look at the income tab, he is 40 harvesters over the 21. I know I didn't mention it while we were playing, but I don't know, I was kind of paying attention. Anyway, thanks for listening, good luck, and have fun everyone. Practice safe gaming.